Hi, I'm Lisa Schmidt from In the Zone Agility. Today we're going to talk about warming your dog up before activities. So any activity that you're going to do with your dog that involves any kind of movement of your dog, you should make sure that you warm them up. Warming up helps prepare the body for activity. It brings oxygen to the muscles, ligament, tendon, joints. It brings nutrients to the body. It brings blood flow to the body. So it's preparing the body for more strenuous activity. It helps to wake up the nerves so that the dogs have better reflexes and better awareness of where their body is. It also helps you to realize if you warm your dog up on a consistent basis, you'll start to see if something looks funky, and so you could take your dog to your healthcare professional to see if there's something going on. So like if my dog turns to the left really tight all the time and then all of a sudden they don't want to turn to the left, there's something going on. I could seek professional help before hopefully it becomes an issue. And also it's a really good connection bonding exercise. If you're competing, it really does help connect you with your dog to do these activities before you run. Okay. So we want to warm up our dogs in the way that they will be moving. So dogs move forwards and they move backwards. They bend, right? But their legs also go out sideways and back into. When they land on a jump and they turn, their legs will go out. If they're weaving, even just turning, if they're moving and turning, like going around a cone, one leg is moving one way, the other leg is moving the other, right? So we need to make sure that we warm up our dogs moving their legs out and in. And they also do a little bit of bending of their spine. So we want to try to get that in there as well. So the activities or my warm-up routine is designed around making sure that my dogs are moving in all these different directions and warming their bodies up for those movements. Okay? The first thing I'm going to do is do shadow handling, which is an agility term, but it doesn't matter if you don't do agility. It still helps to warm the body up and get the dog bending and turning. Shadow handling, I have treats in two hands, and you want the dog to trot. So I will trot, and then I will turn my dog away from me by at first taking a treat and luring them around so that their neck and spine are turning. Right? I don't want them to do squares. I'm trying to make him do a square. But I want him to turn nice and tight. So see the difference? Right? So I will briskly trot. Turn. Turn. So we are getting some moving. We're moving. We're getting some bending. Moving. I'll pull them around me. Turn. Turn. Okay, so that is what I just call shadow handling. I will also do what I call space games. We'll also do space games where I have my dog back up and come into my space. So we back up and come into my space. Back up, come into my space. So that it's warming up the joints, muscles, tendons, nerves, everything. Walking backwards and forward. While dogs don't generally back up in sports, in conditioning we back our dogs up, but even in sports they might not back up, but they hopefully shift weight back. So like a backward shift, even though it's not a total sit, but just a shift back is still backwards, so it's good to warm up the body backing up just to prepare for those shifts back as well. Okay, so we do space games. And I also will side pass to warm up the legs that go sideways. So we will go sideways. Come here. Side, side, side. We'll go sideways. Let me do it this way so you can see this way. So you can see that side, spy. He's moving his body sideways. Okay. Okay. I will do spy. Some full circles. Can do some full circles. Or you can do have them weave between your legs, because some dogs, come here, spy. Some dogs like it do squares, or if they're really sharky too, it's hard to do circles. And granted, my arm is really big, and that's why he's doing squares. But a lot of times dogs do squares and not tight circles. You choking? You okay? So sometimes it's helpful just to have them weave between your legs. All right, here, I'll do it this way. So that they're weaving, bending between your legs. Make sure you don't spread your legs really far too, because the idea is for them to, like, I can do this and he doesn't have to bend. Like, see, he's not really bending. But if I bring my legs closer together, this way. Now, see, he's bending. So, like, I'm getting a nice bend in his neck and his spine. Okay. Okay. So, shadow handling, moving, turning, bending, backing up, coming forward, side passing, and circles. Okay. Those are my moving ones, and I will do the moving ones first because we want to get the dog moving and trotting and moving. Once my dog is warmed up, so I'll do that for a few minutes. And depending on how much time I have, if I'm competing or if we're doing conditioning, depends on the dog's age, how much I'm going to do, and their physical ability. Excuse me. But once I'm done doing my moving one, then I'm going to do some little bit moving the joints. So we'll do some bow or some high fives. Sorry, good boy. Like do 3 maybe each direction. So let me do 3 each. Paw. 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 Yes, good boy. You can do that at a sit or a stand. I will do a bow. So you can see, but I don't do a long bow, okay, spy. I'm just going to have them bow and stand. Okay, stand. Make sure they're in a balanced stand first. His foot was a little crooked, okay. So bow, stand, bow, oops, stand, bow, stand. Okay. I'm still working on teaching this on cue, but raise. Yes. Good. Raise. Yes. Good. Good. Okay. Lift. Yes. Good. Lift. Yes. Lift. Yes. Good boy. Okay. Now we want to do some positional changes. So just some sit, some stand, some sit, some stand, sit. Okay. You can do tuck sits too if you want. Stand. Okay. I don't care if you do tuck sits or rock back sits. I just want them to bend their knees, come into a sit, and then stand. Okay, and then we can do some downs. So just some downs, down, stand, down, stand, down, stand. Okay, so I will do 3 positional changes. Sit, stand, down, stand. Okay, and then depending on what is next or how much time I have, that will be my warm up, and then I'll move into whatever activity I'm going to do.